Hi everyone, welcome to the Virtuous Lady. My goal on this channel is to motivate, to inspire, and to encourage you to live your best life to the fullest. I am excited as usual on this particular series that we're doing. It's a Wonderful Life Christmas Series 2020. I'm going to be doing 3 DIYs, and this is Winter Wonderland. See the winter? Winter Wonderland theory. We're going to be putting this in our bedroom. In our master bedroom. So I just want to show you some easy steps on how I created it and how excited I am to show this to you. It's very budget friendly. In my Christmas haul, these are things that I picked up then that I'm using now. And I'm just going to show you as I decorate parts of our home how we use these particular things. All right, so if this is something that, and if you're tuning in for the first time, first of all, I'd like to say welcome to you. And if this is something that you're interested in and that you like, please feel free to go ahead and view this. Push that like button, give me a thumbs up if you liked it, and also share it. Leave a comment, let me know which one was your favorite or if you would do anything to change it. And also go ahead and hit the subscribe button for those that are tuning in for the first time that has not already subscribed to the channel. All right. So I'm just really excited. We have a lot going on here in the home, and I just want to share as much as I can with you guys. So we're going to be doing 3 DIYs. So stay tuned, and let's jump right into it. Okay, we are going to get started on our first DIY. I'm going to be using these 2 Christmas trees from the Dollar Tree. I would not be using the stands for this one. First thing we're going to do is pull off the bottom. And I'm going to put these 2 together. These are some zip ties. I think they're cheaper pick these up at Lowe's. And I think they were a couple bucks. I needed the shorter ones, and I got 100 of them. Just gonna use a couple of these. What I'm gonna do is just put these together. They didn't come in a black, but I'm going to put 2. Just for a stronger hold. There we go. This is what I want. Actually, I'm going to put a 3rd one because I see it's twisting just a little bit. There we are. I'm going to lay this flat. And we're just going to twist one side up. Just want to reposition everything so you can see clear. We're going to lay it flat. Okay, this is the Dollar Tree garland. I picked this up also in my haul, and I will leave the description a link to that particular video. And what I'm going to do is just cut a few pieces. I would say maybe about 10 inches. Wire cutters would be great. I'm just going to cut a few. And you can customize this any way you want. I just want a filling like around the middle section. So I'm just going to tie it and twist it. Tie it and twist it. You can also fill this in throughout here if you would like, but I don't want this to be too full since it's on the wall. Some of the embellishments that I got is this from the Dollar Tree. This was in the haul as well, I believe. This is an ornament. So right now I'm just kind of laying things in place. I had some of this leftover greenery, and because this meets the color that I'm looking for, maybe I'll just tear it. This was a pick. I believe I got this at Michael's last year. And I don't want this to be too rustic. So I'm just going to stick these things in place. I pull them all apart just to give it a little fullness, just to see where everything is going. It's always a good idea to position where you want things to be. It makes it a lot easier when you go to hot glue, because you already know where you want everything at. And people wire cutters, you'll be a lot easier, a lot faster too. Just so you can see a little bit, I think this is kind of like the look that I'm going for. So what I'm going to do is hot glue these in now. I haven't decided if I'm going to put a ribbon on this or not. Give me your opinion if you think I should put a ribbon on this. Okay, I'm going to use my Rust-Oleum chalk paint. This is in the linen white that I've had for a couple years. And to give it that wintry effect, I'm just going to dust, before I go any further, these leaves. You could always do this before, but I guess I was in such a hurry that I wanted to get started. This will give it that snow dust look, as if it's fresh falling snow. This green would be a little bit too harsh. Okay, I think this just about does it. And I did do the underside as well. Not as much, but I did touch it up. Okay, this is what I'm going to use next. Some of these were ornaments. This was from the thrift store. And I guess some of these were bulbs that must have lost this other part to it. So trying to decide which ones I'm going to use. Again, I'm going to lay these into place to get an idea. Lay that there to give me a visual. So I'm going to start by just gluing these into place. So far, I'm liking the way this is coming out. These I like, but I might use that for another project. This is where we are so far. And I'm looking at this, and let me know if you like this just the way this is, or you would prefer a bow. Okay, I did put some of these stars upstairs. We are going to, I do have some on the mantel place. We are going to incorporate these stars. I picked these up. I got 8 of them. They were $1, but I got them at the restore, at the thrift store. And I have stars incorporated, so I'm just going to add a couple. Just trying to see where to place them. I'm going to put one right here. I'm going to put the other one at the opposite end. Okay. I remember asking you about a ribbon. This is leftover ribbon that I picked up from either Joanne Fabrics or Michael's last year. And our colors in our bedroom, it's like a silver, it's like a soft blue and a white with a touch of red. So I'm going to make a quick bow. See if I can get in front of the camera a little bit better for you. My usual bow. This has already been dovetailed because I've used it before on my railing. So I'm just going to gather it, twist it, gather it, twist it. This is a a one-sided bow. So you have to twist it in the middle so you can see the full effect. What I'm going to do is put about four loops on each side. Twist it. I'm going to see what this is going to look like. I'm going to take my twist tie, not twist tie, but pipe cleaner, Chanel stems, whatever you choose to call. And I'm just going to fluff it, open it out. Because I have a center snowflake that I'm placing in the middle, I'm going to leave an opening for that to go. I'm going to dovetail this in, fold it in half, and cut upward. Gives you that dovetail look. And as you see, I'm flattening the middle out. I don't want the ribbons up in the middle because I want to put the snowflake in the middle. Okay, I'm going to apply a considerable amount of glue right in the center on top of the Chanel stem. And place this right on top where I put the two zip ties, where I connected the two trees together. And I'm just going to hold that for a minute. I put quite a bit of glue on here. I'm just positioning, because this is white ribbon, which is the best ribbon, I want to give it that wavy look. This is a two-sided that I got from Dollar Tree. This is two-sided, so instead of wasting the other side, let's see if I can pull this apart. And kind of see if this is going to go better. So tell me what you think. If you think the smaller end will go better, or it's in pieces here, or the bigger one. I'm going to opt for just the smaller one, only because it's covering up the bow. So because these are in pieces, since I took them apart, I'm just going to glue piece by piece. Okay, I'm not quite finished. I'm debating on using these red bugs. I got this from Restore too. I think it was like $1 just for that pop of red, or if I should use berries. And I think I'm going to opt for the berries. Because they're a little smaller, they won't be too overpowering. And I'm just going to pop off about 4 small clusters. How many do I have here? Use berries. And I think I'm going to opt for the berries. Because they're a little smaller, they won't be too overpowering. And I'm just going to pop off about 4 small clusters. This should do it. Outside of just a little dusting, just so it doesn't be too stark red. I guess not. I'm looking at these and I'm just going to go ahead and add these little white bulbs. You know how when you think you finished and then you see something else? Okay, guys, I think this finishes it. Tell me how you like this. And if you would change anything, what you would do. DIY number 2 are these adorable little Christmas village houses that I did in my Dollar Tree haul. What I like about these are plastic, is that you can use a battery, those small little Tinker lights that they have at the Dollar Tree. This is not included for real candles or anything like that. And they just fit perfectly in the bottom. So what I'm going to do, my Winter Wonderland, is just paint them white. So they would go with my decor. And I'm using again the linen chalk paint by Rust-Oleum, linen white. And I'm just going to paint them. It really doesn't matter if you have to go in a specific direction or whatever. I'll put this on. I'm pretty sure I'm going to need 2 coats because I see that the color is kind of peeking through. I think these little houses have so much dimension. Okay, I did end up putting 3 coats of chalk paint on it. And I forgot to tell you, I have the church, I have the general store, and I also have the antique store. They did have more, but when I got there, these were the 3 that they had. So I'm going to apply some Mod Podge. I want to give it like a snowy effect around the edges, and I'm just going like right around the edges where snow would touch. There's no rhyme or reason. You can put it on heavy or light. And what I'm going to be using is the Dollar Tree Epsom salt. And I'm using wax paper here. I'm going to apply this right on top of the Mod Podge and kind of shake it off a little bit. See, it gives it that snowy effect. I'm going to go ahead to put some over the back, over the steeple, any spots that I missed. And I'm going to put a little bit over the sidewalk here. Not the sidewalk, but around the sides of the church. To me, Epsom salt gives it a more realistic look of snow. But on the Dollar Tree also have the snow that you can buy. Artificial snow. And I'm going to do the same thing to wherever you think that snow would light, you know, when it snows. This particular piece I like because it has a patch of snow that was already there, so I'm going to put it real heavy on that area because it was already white and I painted it. Sort of look like a patch of snow. As I was cleaning my hand with a Lysol wipe, getting this paint off, I did go and just remove the paint off of the two buildings that had a name on it, General Store, and I just took it and alrighty. What I did was cut a piece of the garland off from that long garland string. I'm going to trim this quite a bit, and I'm going to take it and just twist it in the form of a little wreath. Now on this particular one, this is the General Store. I'm going to place it right here because this is a hole. What I like about this is this has holes in it, and the holes allow the light to shine through, so when you put the candle in it, it'll really light up. But I'm gonna put it over that. Just applying hot glue. I'm going to take a berry pick and just pop off a couple of these. Place a dab of hot glue in the middle, or rather actually at the bottom, and they just right on top. And I'm going to do the same for the church. And this one I'm just going to leave, so they all don't look identical. But I like the fact that you can actually see the name of the store. I'm going to put this aside and let this snow dry completely. And once it's dry, I'm going to apply another application of Mod Podge on top. Okay, this is pretty much dry. Put in a generous amount of Mod Podge on top of the Epsom salt here. And as you see, it gets clumpy, it gets on the brush. But this is what you want. If you don't put this on, what'll happen is that when you pick it up, this will start falling off. And I like the clumps because it looks more like real snow when you get clusters and clumps of snow. So you're going to end up using more Mod Podge, and this is from the Dollar Tree. You're going to end up using more of the second application than you did in the first. So you want to put it on thick. So it'll make sure that it covers it all, and it'll keep the salt crystals in place. If it's too heavy, just take your brush and wipe the excess off. Okay, what I am going to do, I did end up putting a wreath on the, first I wasn't going to, but it just looked too plain. So what I'm doing now is just touching up, giving it that wintry look with a little bit of this same Rust-Oleum linen white chalk paint. And I'm just kind of giving it a snowy effect. Yeah, this is poster board, a sheet of poster board that I picked up from the Dollar Tree. I did cut it in half randomly And I'm trying to form a cone because I'm going to make a Christmas tree out of this. The excess I'm going to cut off. Press this down a little bit. I'm going to hot glue this into place. Just roll it over on itself, take my hand and press it. Press it down. I really want this to hold. I don't want it coming apart. And I'm just going to take it and cut the bottom off. Try to get it as straight as I can. I need it to kind of stand up on its own. So you just kind of trim it so you get somewhat of a straight bottom. And it depends on how tall you want it to be. Almost there. I'm just going to trim it just a little. I see it's a little bit slant. Okay. I'm going to put another seam of hot glue. Okay, I've got extremely hot glue, and I am tired of my fingers getting tapped with that. So I'm putting my finger protectors on. I can work better this way. Okay, so this is what you have. Okay, this isn't, even though it's holding, I just want to make sure that it's very secure. I do not want my projects coming apart on me. So I'm just going to use some packaging tape just to make sure that it's extra secure. Okay, this is going to be our Christmas tree for our Winter Wonderland theme. You can use cotton balls on this, the white microfiber, all of that will work that you get from Dollar Tree. But these are the microfiber dusters. You can also get the car cloths that you wash your car in the automotive department. But I'm going to use this. What I like about it is that it's soft and fluffy. So what I'm going to do, it just almost fits perfectly. So what I think I'm going to do is trim the bottom off just to make sure that it fits perfectly so I don't have to put it in pieces. And I'm just going to apply hot glue a little at a time, and I'm very generous with the hot glue. any spot that is open, I'm just going to cover it with glue. I bought 3 of the microfiber cloths, but looks like I'm only going to need 2 for this particular project. This was a piece I had used in another DIY. You're just going to just fill in the pieces that you didn't cover. So I'm going to start here. And just lay that into place. So here, where it overlaps, I can cut it. I'm just going to wrap it over just to keep it from shedding so much. And I have a little piece at the bottom that I'm going to cover. I'm trying to use the edges because it will shed less. Okay, we got everything secure. It's sturdy. It's able to stand up on its own. It's not leaning. I did go ahead and trim the bottom of it. Okay, I got 3 choice of toppers. And I wanted you to let me know which one is your favorite. Tiny them with the Winter Wonderland. I do have this star. I'm going to keep it simple, which is the ornament that I had put on my previous DIY. And I can adhere this to this. And it'll be like that. That'll be one. The second DIY, the second alternative, this was the leftover from the previous DIY. Great bit star. I can do it that way. I can take off the outer and just have this. And the third one, I had some leftover ribbon that I haven't put together yet. Just going to hot glue these ends together. And then just fold this over. And that'll give you like a loop. I am going to take some twine. Normally I use something white, but I don't have it here with me. And I have the 2 backs just left over. I'm going to kind of glue these together too. Just a tad bit of glue on a diagonal. Take the twine and just tie this together. Right in the middle where you put the hot glue. Tie it in a knot, cut the string. Now you have a basic, simple, easy bow that can be hot glued onto here. And this can go on top like that. So let me know which one is your favorite. I'm going to go with the bow just to tie some glue in with it. And I think I'm just going to put a hot glue and press. I'm going to fluff up the ribbon. I am so sorry about the camera. I thought I had a close-up shot for you. Okay, I think I'm going to try to use this star as well. And I'm saying that since this really don't have a topper on it all the way. And I'm going to cut the string. It's no longer an ornament. And let it fit right on top of the tree. Trying to see where to put the hot glue. And trying to see if it's straight, which I believe it is. I'm going to go ahead and apply some hot glue to the back as well. I think that looks beautiful. Now my original goal, I did buy these, was to use these little fairy lights. I did get the clear would look great, but what I don't like is the green wire. It would really take away from the whole look. So we won't be doing that. My next thing I thought of will be this garland. Basically it's snowflakes. So I'm going to just hot glue the end of this. Start it in the back and just kind of wrap it around. I'm only hot gluing to get the start and the stop part of it. Because I want it to be kind of free, almost like freestanding, so to speak. I don't want it to be tight. So this is my finished project. If you can give me your opinion, leave it in the comment section below how you think this turned out for you. I like it, and of course you're doing it for yourself. Very simple, very easy, very inexpensive DIY that you can basically add any color to it. You can ribbons, you can put bulbs on it, or any way that you desire to decorate it to match your home decor. I want to thank everybody that's tuned in and took the time to view this particular video. I hope that it was inspiring to you. Considering everything that we're going through, we can still have a wonderful life with where we are at this present time. Make the best of what we have. And with these 3 DIYs, let me know which one that you like the best. I'll be showing you later how I actually use them. But just to give you an idea, they're very easy, very budget friendly. Simple things that you can do. That doesn't take a lot of time, but it gives a big wow factor in your home. Since most of us are staying home, to help you to have a nice holiday. So feel free to like, share, comment please, and subscribe to the channel for those that are new. And I trust that this has been a blessing to you, that it will be something that you will be able to use and utilize in your own home. So at this time, I'm saying bye for now. Thanks. Stay tuned. We have a lot more that we're going to be showing. And also, if you get a chance, go over to the Facebook, The Virtuous Lady. On that particular page, I'll be doing behind the scenes things, anything that's coming up, I'll be sharing that there first. And that way you'll get a chance to see what's happening behind the scenes. You'll see the junk as we're preparing for the holidays. And you'll also see a tour of our home that we're going to be showing the parts that we have decorated. So as winter's approaching, the Winter Wonderland theme, we're going to get the snow. Living in the upstate New York area, the snow will come. In the meantime, be blessed, people. Be safe. And most of all, be grateful. God bless.